I'm a disgruntled Eagles fan, and we're awesome.
Hey Disgruntled, welcome back to another recap video where I'm going to be recapping the Cowboys-Eagles game last night. I'm probably going to post this video tonight, so it's last night. And what, boy oh boy. They completely destroyed us, and honestly, I was being too facetious last video thinking that we could ever blow them out in any capacity. There was no good takeaways other than our defense played kinda good, despite some of the injuries. But our offense is looking so bad. So bad. They can't get the ball moving. Jalen Hurts, I don't know if he's just not seeing the field correctly. He's just not throwing the ball down the field like he should be. He's not executing certain plays correctly. I just don't know what it is or what he's seeing, what he's not seeing on the field. I mean, I think the play calling has gotten better since the 49ers game, or comparatively Cowboys-Eagles game versus the 49ers-Eagles game. I believe that we did have a lot of better play calling in the Cowboys game, but it's still not enough to win, and we only got down the field in garbage time points for a touchdown, but we couldn't score on any possession. You can't do that in this league. The Eagles only scored on one possession, and they had a defensive touchdown that got kind of lucky, and we were able to score off of that to make it 14-41. The fact that we let up 41 points is insane. We can't be doing that. We just can't. This is the first real offense that we came up against. First real challenge for that defense. And I still think, like I said earlier, that they play decent. They're able to make a couple stops here and there and kind of switch the momentum to the Eagles offense. But that Eagles offense, they couldn't get anything started. I want Miles Sanders to run the ball. Nick Sirianni, look in my eyes. I need Miles Sanders to run the fucking ball. Only getting 3 featured runs? Like, how do you do that? Let me look up Miles Sanders' stats because they were absolutely infuriating. He did manage to get a couple receptions, but he's a running back. He is a running back. When I looked up Miles Sanders' stats, it didn't come up, so I'm just going to look up Eagles-Cowboys game because they usually have the stats right below the score. Eagles. 2 fucking carries. Are you serious, Nick Sirianni? Offense? How are you going to let Miles Sanders only carry the ball twice? That's not game-winning football. Look, I don't care, if you're down, okay, I guess if you're down by a lot, you need a passing, but there was multiple opportunities where we were still in the game. We were still in the game for most of the half. Not for most of the half. It was 20-7. That's kind of out of the reach, but it's still comebackable or still winnable. We get up to good momentum, and if we just didn't take care of the opportunities, but we didn't have a situation where from the very beginning we needed to pass the ball and we were down big very early in the game. No, it was 14-7 first quarter. They missed a field goal 27. We get the ball. We have the opportunity to drive down, score a touchdown, get the ball at half, and score another touchdown. But you know what we do? 3 and out. Allow the Cowboys to drain the clock. Jalen Hurts throws a pick 6, and that opportunity wasted. We didn't capitalize on that. But there's not a point where we needed to pass the ball right away, where we just needed to pass the ball and to allow Jalen Hurts to throw the ball 4 times. That's unacceptable. That is unacceptable. Miles Sanders is one of the best running backs. He's a top 10, top 15 running back in this league, and you're saying that he only ran the ball against a division rival in the Dallas Cowboys twice? How are you going to let that happen? I just don't understand how that happens. Jalen Hurts didn't have a great game. 2 interceptions, first turnovers of the season. He was flawless the first 2 games, but he had 25 completions for 39 attempts and 326 yards. Passing yards good, but I mean, I'm happy that he's spraying the ball out. He's spraying the ball out a little bit more, but I just don't understand what he's not seeing. Jalen Hurts needs to get better. This was just a sloppy game all around. Dallas Cowboys had complete control the entire game. Only two opportunities that I thought we could honestly come back in this game was when we got that touchdown, defensive touchdown, first touchdown out of the game. That was beautiful. And before half, right when it was like 4 minutes left, we got the ball. We stopped the Cowboys. I thought we were going to come back. I thought we were going to score a touchdown on that to make it 14-14. Or no, 20-14. And then get the ball back at half. And then 21-20. I thought it was going to be a ball game. I thought we could do that. But after we got stopped and the Cowboys just dominated and had that pick six, I knew it was over. Even if we were able to come back, because we were making a little comeback in the second half with that touchdown to Zach Ertz, and then we stopped them on 3rd-11, that little comeback, even if we did come back, tie it up, or even get close, I still think the Cowboys would turn on a switch, score a touchdown, either way. There's not much to say other than this is what we expected. Coming into the season, I feel like as an Eagles fan, or as an Eagles fan base, we had pretty low expectations for this year. Everything's new. Coaching staff, offense, defense, new players, new rookies. It's just a very new team. This is what we expected. We expected to be bad. We were saying, or we are still saying, next year we have 3 first-round draft picks. Hopefully Carson Wentz doesn't get hurt. He somehow is playing on 2 ankle sprains. I don't know how he's doing it. That made me nervous when he got injured week 2, but I was so happy that he came back in. But everyone's saying that next year for the Eagles is our year. And I still think that we got a shit ton of hope during the Falcons game after we blew them out a couple weeks ago, 32-6. I have a crap ton of hope, and I still have a lot of hope after the 49ers game because we kept it close. We played relatively good. We just missed some opportunities. But this looked like how we were supposed to play this entire season against the Cowboys. They just dominated the entire thing, and this put me back into perspective, or humbled me that the Eagles aren't going to do anything. This isn't the Eagles' year, and hopefully we get 3 low or 3 high draft picks next year, first-round draft picks, but we just couldn't stop the run. The run killed us. I said if we don't stop the run early, then they're going to kill us, and that's exactly what they did. Ezekiel Elliott popped off. He had 17 carries, 95 yards, 5.6 average, 2 touchdowns. Pollard had 11 carries, 60 yards, and Ezekiel Elliott had 3 receptions for 21 yards. Like, you can't get with the run. We actually had a pretty good, our passing defense is very good. We only allowed Dak Prescott 238 yards, but 3 touchdowns, but I think most of their yards came from running, and our run defense is completely shit. I feel like it kind of reversed, where last year our defense was known for having a great run defense and a terrible pass defense, but it's rolled to some first, where we have a decent pass defense and a terrible run defense. And another thing that kind of switched, everyone was thinking that the Eagles' offense was going to be better than the Eagles' defense for this year, but it's swapped. Our offense is looking terrible, and if our offense actually played to how they were expected, then I think we could at least keep the Cowboys game close and beat the 49ers and be 2-1 in this scenario. But our offense is lacking. We need to run Miles Sanders. He 2 for 27 yards. He freaking 10. That's a 12 average. That's a 12 carry average. Let me see. That's 13.5 yards per carry average. That's insane. But we need to run the ball more, slow it down, focus on getting the first down, not these big passes. But very disappointing loss, and this kind of humbled me, like I said, brought me down to earth about how the Eagles should actually be playing. Can't get rid of me that easily, but while I was editing this video, a couple of things came to mind. I forgot to say that Isaac Samalu did get carted off of the field for an injury, and it looks like he is out for the season. Excuse me. Isaac Samalu injury. It was confirmed 10 hours ago. It's a season-ending injury for Isaac Samalu, and he is going to go into foot surgery, but it's looking like injuries are haunting the Eagles yet again. It was only a matter of time where a bunch of injuries was going to pop up. Isaac Samalu, Brandon Graham, Brandon Brooks, Rodney McLeod in the beginning of this season, and a couple other guys that I'm forgetting. But it was only a matter of time before Eagles went into the injury-prone Eagles for the past 5 years. It always seems like the last 5 years, ever since Chip Kelly left, we've been having serious injury problems that we could not shake, just like the 49ers. I don't know what about the 49ers and the Eagles, but we always have a shit ton of injuries. I just don't understand it. The other thing that I forgot to say is that Carson Wentz, I'm going to leave this website in the description below, but Carson Wentz, as of now, is on pace for having played having over 75% snap probability. So he played 76 snaps out of 76 snaps. First game, 62 out of 67 snaps, 90.5% of the snaps, and then 100% of the snaps. Last game, 61 out of 61 snaps for 199 out of 204 snaps for 97.5 percentage. So as of now, we're getting the first round pick in the first 3 things, but there are still a lot of football to play, 14 more games to be played. And I just want to say, looks like the Cowboys are going to win this division. The Cowboys are looking very scary. I feel like that offense is going to be very hard to stop. And yeah, it looks like Washington's not going to win. We're not going to have yet another back-to-back game or division winner, because in order for us to do that, Washington needs to win this season. But yeah, thanks for watching.